Hi. How are you? Look at how pretty you look.
Are we live?
You look so pretty.
Thanks. It's only 1 o'clock in the morning. Just got home from the nightclubs.
Well, you look like you just got, well, no, because you look too pretty just to get home from the nightclubs.
Yeah, it would be a lot more messy. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Switzerland.
Well, obviously, what we're noticing is that it's like freaking impossible these days to even be Switzerland. It's impossible.
You can be whoever you want to be.
Not necessarily on this uh, platform, because no matter what you say or do, sometimes people just get shit on, and I
True.
don't. And that's why I talked to you, and why I wanted to make this video, and
Because I understand and I don't do the drama.
same, same. But a lot of people know me because I have a wrench in her chat.
hmm
And, you know, either people think I'm an asshole, people like me. A lot of,
I'll
I
go with number one.
really, I'm an asshole.
Yeah,
I can be. I can.
you can.
I
Not
can.
not normally.
No, it's definitely not my first way of being, but I could be if I wanted to. But it makes you negative, and I when you know, because you deal with chronic pain as well, and you deal with
Yes.
life diseases that has you out of work and not able to do stuff.
Yes, that's why
So
we become YouTubers.
yeah, it is why we became YouTubers. And I could remember. I'm just gonna wait a little bit. Wait to some if some people come in. I don't know if people will, but we'll wait and see. Oh, I need to turn that down. I need to turn it down. But because I didn't put up the 30-second thing or the 30-minute thing because
Uh,
I was in the shower.
I don't even know how that works
Oh, wait a minute. My
sometimes.
my notifications didn't even go out. Did any? My notifications.
The my
Did you get it?
No, but I
No.
hadn't been getting any of yours, so
Really?
I went in and reset the bell. Usually that helps, or
That
unsubscribing and then resubscribing.
pisses me off. Like, why? I mean, I'm not even getting my own notification. That's crazy.
No, and there's only two people watching. There would be more people here.
There would be three.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to cancel and redo
You want
and
to do
hope it
this
goes.
again?
Hope it. Oh, hang on, that's me. Uh, mine says two now. It says one, so I would suggest redoing. There
Trying
is
this
no
again?
if your notification doesn't go out, there is no point in doing the live.
God, shit. Marissa can do it, and every her life still goes out. I'm like, now there's like three people in here, so I don't know who's in here. If you're in here, say hi, and if you got a notification, let me know because I don't think notifications went out.
Hang on.
I really, really don't. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Sorry, I muted YouTube and then StreamYard muted. It's going weird.
I'm noticing that. Like, there are days that there's nobody who comes in here, and then there's days there's like 20 people. I'm like 30, and
Now I
that's
can't hear you at all. What's
you can't
going on?
can't hear me. Hey, sweet wheat. Hey, Eli family. Oh, sweet wheat. Hi.
Oh crap!
Did
It's gone unmuted, mate.
Sweet wheat.
Sorry,
Did you
my
did you get my
Okay, here we go.
notification? Did you get my notification? Did people get my notification at all? Because I kind of really wanted for people. Good morning, Likey Tour. Okay, I think it's going out now.
It's going out. It might just be delayed.
Delayed. Like, well, then again, everything on StreamYards is delayed. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay, she got it. All right, so people are getting it. Okay, cool. Hey, everyone. It's me, Ginger Locks, with Miss Murder Australia. And I got the notification. Good. Thank you, Lanky Tour. I appreciate it. Um, I've been wanting to make this video for a really long time. And I think anybody who knows me, because I have chronic pain, I've been on YouTube now for like a year and a half, I never understood how the whole YouTube dynamic worked.
Nobody
And
does.
no, I really don't. Like, I don't get it. There's some, I literally call it the other dimension for a
Hmm.
reason.
Yep.
Because I have no idea. Like, Ginger Lax mom, yeah, mine was like that yesterday. Okay, see? A lot of people are having issues with this stuff. Whatever. But I mean, I'm going to leave this up, and I want to. You see, so many people who are on the lives, especially during the day, like when I'm
Hmm.
in the day, are people who are at home suffering with chronic pain,
Yep.
and that's why I do this. Like, because it gives me like a small little outlet that makes me
Hmm.
feel like I'm doing a job, so I'm not, because I can't work around my house all the time doing work.
Hmm.
I can't I can't get on the floors. Like, I can't do a lot of like hard work because of my back. And if I do, and I like really, you know how it is, like, and if I work too hard, I'm screwed for the rest of the day, or it could be the like 2 days or 3 days.
It's usually two or three for me if I
Yeah,
overdo it. Mm.
yeah. So I'm going to start from like literally the beginning, and it will literally come. It will explain to where I don't understand
It
what's
was
going on
19.
YouTube.
It was 1975. Peggy at. Oh, I was going to dox you then.
You bitch! You bitch! I can't believe you. Like, literally, you were even this close to putting my last name out there.
Sorry,
My
I'm going
first
to.
and middle.
I'm, I'm going to hell.
On all videos. Anyway, all right. In case you didn't know what my name was, thankfully, oh my God, Bridget. I'll
You
call
said,
you Bridget.
you said start at the beginning.
I didn't say with my name. Oh, sorry if I'm yelling. That was so funny. I'm just like she just said my first and middle name. Real easy to get. I don't hide things. I have no reason to hide things.
I know.
I don't, and I don't.
I
Um,
forgot. I forgot where we were for just a second.
I'm at the beginning of YouTube,
All
not the
right.
beginning of my life. Okay.
Okay.
So anybody who knows my channel knows that I've I for the past decade I've been suffering with quite a few diseases. I've had surgeries, I've had whatever it is. I'm at least in the hospital 3 to 4 times out of the year. Freaking there's nothing I can do to make it better. I'm not looking for sympathy. This is just what my life is. Um so when I was like stuck in there when I started with the my stomach issues. This was last year. Your volume's loud. I can hear myself.
Me?
Mm-hmm. Oh, my name isn't Jen. Well, I really appreciate everyone being in here. Like, thank you so much, everybody, for coming in. I totally appreciate it. Because you could be so many other places, and I appreciate, you know, hanging out with
Yes.
us
You
because
could be
there's a
having.
lot of places you could go.
You could be having a life.
So, just like other people, like I started watching YouTube, and I came
Hmm.
across this woman, and she talked about George Michael a lot. I've always liked George Michael. My best friend from like grade school was infatuated with George Michael. So I knew a lot of George Michael. So I watched for a while and I liked her. You're still echoing.
Sorry, I
It's
don't
okay.
know. I'll turn my volume down a bit.
Thank you. So,
Would that
you
be
know,
better?
I used like my whole thing, what I used to do all the time, it was yelling at my kids, get off YouTube. It's so stupid. Get off. Like, cause that's all the kids do is watch YouTube. I didn't know like all that YouTube had to offer. I didn't know like the vloggings and stuff like that. I didn't know anything like that before. But then I started watching this woman, Molly GoLightly, And then the Chris Watts story hit. That hit. And yes, just like everybody else, I was interested. I was very interested in the story because I didn't understand it. Like that was really the gist of why
Mm.
I think it pulled me in, is because I didn't understand it.
No one
I
could
and I think
understand
that's
it.
why so many people couldn't wrap their head around the story, because
Mm.
there was no way of figuring out how this person could be real or not real. You know what I mean? Like, it's like,
Yeah.
who am I living with? You know, is he capable of this? And it really made everybody question. So I watched her and things like that, and then I saw that, she kind of got involved with arguing online with some people, and I'm just like, I don't know what's going on. But even before the Chris Watts stuff, like, she didn't argue before that. That all came after Chris Watts. And when I would watch her, I would be like, and I was thinking, no, maybe I can try this. Maybe I can do something small for myself. And I have no idea what I would do it on. At that point in time, I had no idea what I was going to do it on. I didn't think, like, who the hell wants to watch chronic pain and people bitching all the time? Nobody. But believe it or not, there are people. For years, I didn't know about live streams. Right, Lanky Tor? Hey, Craig Kicks, good morning. So good to see you. Sorry. I'm so bad with keeping up with chat sometimes. I got to learn how to do that.
Hello.
This is Miss Murder for anyone who doesn't know her. She's phenomenal. You can
I
just
know,
go over there.
right? Yeah. Um.
But
Yeah,
let me.
I remember you telling me, saying, "Oh, should I start a YouTube channel?" I'm like, yeah, do it.
And
What am I going to talk about? What am I going to?
exactly. I'm like, because when I was watching her, and like, the stuff with the Rusex went down, and I'm like, things just weren't adding up to me. Like, and I remember, like, my daughter has been going through a lot since sixth grade. We had a psychiatrist who sucked. I couldn't stand this woman. She gave absolutely no guidance whatsoever to help me and my daughter get through whatever the issues we were getting through at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So this we're going back to October of last year. Not 1918, okay? So around December, and I was watching Marissa, and I knew she was a life coach, and literally within like 2 hours of my life completely changed, and my daughter had type 1 diabetes. I had no clue what to do. I had just got out of surgery, and now I knew I had to go down to the hospital at CHOP in Philadelphia to go be with my daughter. And I'm recuperating from surgery, and now I got to learn how to handle type 1 and giving my own daughter needles.
Mm.
I was completely torn, distraught, a mess. It was awful. It was just awful. So I thought about it, and right before I decided to go down to CHOP that day, down to the hospital, because my husband had to take her that night. So that was a Tuesday night. He took her. It's right before Christmas. I'm losing my freaking mind. I'm telling you, I'm losing my mind. And I didn't know where else to turn. She just so happened to be a life coach that I watched, who put out her phone number, you know? And that's how she was marketing her business. And I had to say, I'm like, you know what? For someone who's been in sales and marketing, I'm like, that's a great way to market your business. It's a really great way to market. I kind of was like, okay, I see where she's doing with this. I'm like, I kind of was like, good for you. That's a great, I would have never thought of that. Like, if I wanted to start a business by myself, to go on YouTube and market myself. Um, but this is her job. This is who she is. And so I reached out to her because I had nowhere to turn. So I reached out to her and I explained to her, and she had, thank you, Eli family. I'm just so glad everyone's still here. I'm just trying to tell and explain to you. honestly why I'm not going to explain why I'm friends, but why I don't understand what's going on YouTube. That is literally what this video is about. It's that I don't understand what's going on YouTube right now. I really don't. Maybe I am stupid, like some people are saying, the people who don't understand. Maybe I am stupid because I'm not on here for any reason. But to me, right now, watching YouTube, it seems like people are just really wanting to push her off. I don't know why. I don't understand it. I can't understand why there isn't enough room for everybody here. When I reached out to Marissa, she was so kind to me. She was so sweet. Um, she's like, I really want to meet you, and I want to meet your daughter. I said, okay, okay. So after we had gotten through, and I had had a couple of talks with her during that December of 2018. So during Christmas time, I went up to my friend's house in northern New Jersey, and I said, why don't we meet after we're at my friend's house? And we did. She was absolutely lovely, absolutely lovely. Very, very professional, very good at what she does. And honest to God, I didn't know how this was going to go. This was a YouTuber. I had never met a YouTuber before. I'm like, is this? I didn't know how to think about this because I didn't know anything about YouTube. So she didn't even talk to me about YouTube. The only thing she said to me is that there are people who are going to want to push you off if you ever do start a channel. I'm thinking, why would people want to do that? That's kind of weird. But not to say I didn't, I took what she said and I'm like, okay. And then, she evolved into who she is now. I've evolved into who I am now. But a lot of it, I have talked to her so many times and she has become a friend of mine. She's never once said anything where I'm like, but when, you're watching YouTube and everybody has a different opinion, someone's saying this person's lying, someone's saying that person's lying, no, that person's lying, this person, yes, we have no idea who's telling the truth as a subscriber point of view. Unless you know a person, like that's how I feel. If you know someone behind the scenes and you know what type of person they are, then that's how I base, and I see how she is with her family. I see how she is with her husband, her son. Her son adores her, and for me, her being a friend of mine, it is hard to me to watch, and you know this as well as I do. I do not watch people who talk negatively about my friends because I wouldn't let my own friends do it about my own friends. So why am I going to watch somebody talk negatively and try to start a fight? That's just not who I am. But
It's
at the
the
same,
same thing as if in real life as it is watching it on YouTube. If you are, friends with that person, you're not just a YouTube connection. You're actually a friend in real life. You tell each
that's
other
and that's
things, you
and
talk.
that's why it bothers me. And that's why it bothers me. Because, and I'm just going to be honest, there was a video that was put out yesterday. And I think we all, if anybody was around yesterday, knows exactly what happened on Wendy V's about people talking about Oni and the bullshit that happened behind all of that crap.
And the
And
whole new scam.
you don't understand. I was still friends with her during that time, okay? I had
Mm.
no freaking clue about Oni. She had no freaking clue. She thought Oni was her friend. She
She
did.
came on my channel at that time. It was like kind of mid to halfway through last year when they were all still friends and she didn't know any of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking about it, and she spoke beautifully of people.
Mm-hmm.
This is before anyone knew anything.
Right. And then I can remember, then all of a sudden, like around January of last year, people who made parodies of her, people who talked crap on her,
Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Yep. Okay.
there were all these people who started. I'm like, okay, she couldn't figure out why. I don't know what I did. And I legitly talked to her about this stuff. Oh, Lenky Tor, I'm so sorry for your friend's loss. I just wanted to say that, but she is professional, especially when it comes to the life coaching stuff.
Yeah, she
She
is.
really is professional. And we talk to each other about values and family and things like that, and she shares the same values like that I do, which is a good person would, that's what I would think a good person would be. And I'm if I thought I was being manipulated by her, and not to say I was like, where is she going with this? And I've done
Mm.
that plenty of times myself, where I've
Mhm.
questioned her my own self. And everything that she, if I ever questioned it, she always said to me, I swear to you. And it would always come out in the end that
To
she
be
wasn't
true.
what to be
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
So it's really friggin' hard for me to go into these other chats, listen to people tearing her down when I know her behind the scenes. And I've said to her, I said, people just want to hate you because they want to hate you. And there are people out there who just want to hate people because they want to hate people.
And I just said to you before off um, on video chat that just people get threatened. People have to understand that someone like Marissa is a very multifaceted personality,
She is. And
and
there's nothing wrong with that.
that threatens a lot of people. And so, from threat comes fear, and we know that people do crazy shit when they're afraid, and that would include pushing people off, trying to push people off YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And I originally said that YouTube is a bit, this is me and my naivety when first starting, that YouTube was big enough for everyone, but clearly it's not. Some
It's
people
not.
don't
And
feel that way.
that's why I'm on here, because I used to be someone like, I'm like kind of like Save Robbie. I like everybody. But guess what? I
Yeah.
don't. And if I
Hmm.
don't like you, I just don't come in your chat, and I'm not going to say shit to you.
Hmm.
Why? Like, I wouldn't do, if I don't like my neighbor, I'm not going to go, just to go out of my way to call them names. It's not in my makeup genetics.
And
Like, it's
so
just not.
yesterday's live just turned into, not with Marissa, but turned into a screaming match of obscenities between people.
And that wasn't even including her. She wasn't in that
No,
screaming
no,
match. No.
no, no. Marissa stayed out of it.
And people
She's.
who were on there did apologize. They did, I will say. But
I'm just
things
like,
things got heated.
I'm just watching this shit going, why? Why?
Exactly. Exactly.
Why are you so
Why?
mad?
I don't know. And that's the one thing I don't understand, because there were creators who I really loved. I really loved. And I appreciated their opinions on stuff.
Hmm.
And they wouldn't talk to me anymore. And I'm just like, what the hell did I do? I'm just a Bob here, just trying to get through the day, and I do my little thing here. I'm just like, wow, I guess, and sometimes people just don't like you, because if you like, the reason why I do have a wrench is because I do know her. I do know her outside, and I was very skeptical of her myself, absolutely, at some point, and then I'm like, wow, this woman tells the truth. And I went in there with skeptics. Like, I was totally skeptical. Like, I'm like, all right, I'm just going to keep an open mind about this and see how it goes.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be talking to her to this day if something didn't equal up to me. You know what I mean? And I talk to my husband about this stuff, because sometimes it tears me apart inside. Like, I'm just, and like, sometimes he's just like, I think I'm going to take you off that, because it's really sucking.
My husband would say the same, but he saw Cycle Start and he's like, uh, I don't want to hear it. I'm like, he's like, it's just bullshit. It's just stupid YouTube bullshit, and I don't want to hear it. I want to go play my game and have fun, or I want to watch a movie with you, or
Yeah, like my
you
husband
know what I
doesn't.
mean?
Hmm. And my husband gets, like, okay, I get this is your outlet. I get
Mm.
this is a place that you go where you can talk to people because you don't have a job anymore.
But
And
but our husbands are very similar in that they would
ex,
say if it is
exactly.
impacting on you, get.
Lanky Tour. No, I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but Lanky Tour, she's funny as all get out.
I'm
She's
funnier.
funny.
I'm funnier.
You're more sarcastic.
No, I'm
She
not.
doesn't. She when she when I watch them and they're I'm trying to, watching my words here. When I watch her and she like parodies, or mimics people's voice, and she's just trying to be silly because people are coming at her.
Mm.
I don't see where just like mimicking somebody's voice is horrible. No, go ahead, mimic my voice. I'm extremely dramatic, but I have like
I can't.
1,400
I
and some
suck
odd
at it.
subscribers.
Mimic, mimic. I can't do it.
What was that?
Mim,
Mimic.
mimic. What was that?
But
But
I just don't understand why like subscribers feel the need that they have to like yeah, it's like everybody feels the need that they have to take a side. And since I've been on here, there are definitely people who I know who have not liked Marissa from the very beginning.
see, this
Beginning.
is. I have to disagree with this, and it was said last night. So someone said, and then I don't know, it was that crazy chick that was going off. I don't know who she was.
When was this?
Switzerland. Oh, sorry, yesterday.
Oh,
It was kind of last night for me. It was like 24 hours ago, but it was day for you.
This time yesterday.
Yes. This
Uh-huh.
one. And so, and she was saying, you as subscribers need to decide. And I'm thinking, no, you know what? I actually don't need to. I need to decide. If
I do want to say something though.
if I have two creators and there's something I like about both, I'll subscribe to both. That doesn't mean I'm not your friend even in real life.
The fact that somebody said yesterday, and I'm not even putting names out, I'm just going to say what was said.
Switzerland.
No, not the Switzerland. It's time to ghost that bitch because she's ready to bring Oni back. Her and Science.
Oh, yes. This is the new rumor, peoples.
What? No, there is nobody wants him back. That I remember that
we're bringing Oni back.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
No, we're not. And I fell for the fucking Oni shit too. Trust me, I fell for it, and I saw Marissa get completely heartbroken because she lost three friends that day. Three friends that she thought were outside friends that she thought it was more than computer shit.
Yep.
You know? And it wasn't.
So no wonder you can't trust anyone.
No. And I always said that to her. I'm like, if you don't trust me, I totally get it. And I'm not going to take it personally because who the fuck do you trust on here? Like, who do you trust?
Who can you trust?
I don't know because it kind of scares me. But I think people who know me know who I do trust because there are people I'll hang out with and talk to. Yes, like yourself. But I'm not on here for the drama. Like, I'm on here honestly, and one of my close friends, Deb, said to me yesterday, or a couple days ago, we went out, and she says to me, "You're just the type of person who feels like they want to fix everything."
Yeah, you're a fixer. I used to be like that. I actually used to be, and I'm becoming less and less like that. Thankfully,
well, I know here on YouTube you cannot talk about it
because my favorite saying is "No good deed goes unpunished." Every time I would try to do a GoFundMe for something, a dog that had tumours or a man who lost his arm in a motorcycle accident and couldn't get disability and things like that, it was like the police were called. She's not giving that money to them, or, she's this, she's that. And none of that was true. But it just makes you feel like, well, why freaking bother?
Why? And here's what I want to say to people as being somebody on YouTube. You have no idea what's going to get you views and what's not going to get you views. Like, is that not true? Like, you have no idea.
No.
Like, some people feel like if they do the drama, it will.
Well, it does. Did you watch the numbers go up in that live yesterday when people started screaming at each other?
Oh, well, yeah.
They went from like 300 to high fives.
Because people want to watch a train wreck, that's why. And when, you got someone coming in. When you got someone who comes in so heated, Mary, oh, hi, Mary. Hi, Mary. She's so sick.
Just like fully sick.
She's like pneumonia sick.
You like biscuit sick, seasick, car sick, fully sick.
Pneumonia.
Yes.
Yeah, she had the flu and she was sick. She said it on Carla, so I don't think I'm giving anything away. I hope I'm not Mary.
She's giving out your medical history.
I am not. But I don't get why people feel the need to constantly bash people. That I'm going out all fist ablaze.
I don't know
And
about you, but that shit makes me tired, guys.
it doesn't make me tired, but it does leave me an uneasy feeling in my stomach, especially to see two people going at it like
I
that. It
left it
makes me
yesterday
feel.
and I said to Ginger, I need to go have a sleep.
You did.
And I freaking went and slept for 10 hours after that shit.
She did. She did. Um, but and as you know, I'm in different communities as well. Like I'm in networking communities. So are you. We're in some true crime, but true crime's turned to drama. So I don't know about that one. That's one's all over the board.
Oh,
But I'm also in a lot of chronic pain vlogs with a lot of people that
chronic planes?
pain.
You said chronic plane. I just
You
wanted
said
to
my name.
say my name, say my name.
If you guys don't know she knows how to sing awesome. She came to visit.
Awesome! I just sang it. Sang
That
awesome.
don't sing awesome.
Okay.
Do it different. Do it just do a little medley, because
This is a gym for all the fellas. Try to do what those ladies tell us. Get shot down because you're overzealous. Play hard to get females, get jealous. Okay, smarty, go to party. What? I didn't mean that.
I meant a real song to
Say
show
my
your
name, say my name. If no one is around you, say, baby, I love you. If you ain't running games, say my name,
she's
say my name.
she's
Acting
very
kind
good.
of crazy and calling me baby. Why the sudden change?
Beautiful. Um, yeah. So I I've always known Marissa's stories or Molly GoLightly, however you want to talk of it, to two plus. It always adds up to me, and she says all the time. She says it all the time. I don't have the power to keep lies in my head straight, so I don't do it. And if anybody knows her and you've been around her, she'll tell you a story like 3 or 4 times. I'm the same exact way. I will forget stories I will tell people. So if she always says it, I would catch myself. I would catch myself. Karma would get me. And so far, I have not noticed where I have been manipulated, or say Mary O has not been manipulated. We've met her on the outside, and she has been so kind to us in return. So, you know, I don't get why people feel the need to go after creators or people. I don't understand the war on YouTube. That's just literally what it comes down to. I don't understand why people want to push her off of YouTube, because that's what I'm getting when I watch this. Because I don't know what else to. That's what it looks like. It just seems like people continuously keep this going because
They,
it brings in revenue. Let's be honest. It brings in revenue for some people.
I don't know how much revenue it brings in. The most I've made on one particular video, I think I looked at it yesterday, was like $3 something. So I don't understand how
Well,
much it brings
there
in.
are people, which you are aware of, who donate a lot more in a
Oh,
stream.
right, it's right. Super chats and stuff. Yeah, I've got
And
super chat, but
I
I've only ever
think that's
gotten
what it
two,
comes
so
down to is
I
money.
don't understand it. I don't understand it. People don't come into my lives and throw $100 bills and things like that. So, I mean, I kind of get that money is the root of all evil, but
Dramatic, ready? Wah! Still not going to get. Well, I don't have super chat, so it doesn't matter for me.
but yeah,
Doesn't
so
matter.
I kind of don't get it, but I get it at the same time.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, but I understand. Like, and the people who I like to watch and I follow, I don't and see, and I can get a lot of shit probably for what I'm about to say. And hey, the Bride Clan, I love her so much. Um, this is the one thing I don't understand. Is that what I'm about to say? What was I going to say? Oh my God! See, I can't keep shit in my head straight either. What was I going to say? Yo, where did you go? She just like totally left me, and
I was not
I
interrupting you.
asking you a question. I'm like, where was I?
I don't know where you were. I wasn't listening. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at your chat.
And you weren't paying attention.
I was paying attention to your subscribers
Well, I appreciate that. I am too. Thank you very much.
and having a
I'm
cigarette.
trying. I know. Um, shit. I forget what I was about to say at that point.
Because you go off on tangents.
No,
Does
you
anyone
take
else
the
find
turn.
like? No, does anyone else find the medication really affects your short-term memory? You know, like the thing you walk into a room and you forget what you walked in there for,
Oh
and
my
then
God,
all
every
the
day.
time.
Every time. I'm like, why did I come up here? And I think, and I go back downstairs. And then I'll be like, oh, that's right. And then I go back upstairs. And then my back starts to kill me because I just did 2 flights of steps up and down.
Yeah.
So I try to like stay on one floor if I can because it's hard for me to go from floor to floor. It's climbing steps is a bitch for me. Haggard with Mr. J, what's up? I love him.
Yo. Check
So
it.
I wanted to make this video only because I liked so many creators. I really did. And there's way more behind what we see on YouTube than what we see on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You know where I'm trying to say here? Like there's more behind the scene than there is that we see up front.
Hmm.
And that's kind of what shifts things all together. Like that's what, and stories get twisted.
Hmm.
It's like whisper down. I think it was Carla who said
Chinese
it's like
whispers.
whisper down the lane. And when let's see, and by the time it gets to the last person, nobody has it right. And
Mm-mm.
that's half the problem here on YouTube, is that so many people and somebody can be getting this information that are like, oh, it's got to be true. This person told me.
Speaking of, and unverified in that, and then the new thing, apart from Marissa and Science Girl trying to bring Oni back, being the new thing,
That's it. Yes.
the Mrs. Analyzer is up to her old ways again. So I don't even know who said that. Consider the source
They
when you
apparent
hear these things, I guess.
now here's the thing though. Marissa did have a live chat last night, and I popped in, said hi, because I
Mm.
was on the phone for 4
Yeah,
hours last night.
well, we were fixing to go live, but
We didn't. Yeah, no,
we
I
didn't.
waited till
We
today.
did. Yeah.
Right. No, she has no connections with Odie right now. Like there is no connection with Odie
None.
whatsoever.
Nada.
Odie broke her heart. I
Yeah.
don't know if people have experienced a friend breaking your heart. It hurts just as much as someone that you know, a loved one breaking your heart. And she lost 3 friends in that weekend, and I lost sleep because I felt so bad for her watching whatever was unfolding in front of us back then. And that was right before you came. Because when
Yeah.
you came, I said to you, I remember going, "Did you know about Odie?" And you went, "Oh, I knew he was an asshole." And I went, "You knew?" And you were like, "Oh, well, no, I assumed." You kind of knew a little bit more than I did, where I
Only
kind of
because of the Lauren Thompson case and that he had been reporting on that, and then I wanted to take it on. And of course, YouTube etiquette, I was like, do you want to help me with this? And he was just kind of like ignoring me and shit and blocking me as Miss Murder, but I could go into his chats as Bridget Peaker. Yeah, I'll dox myself. I don't care.
Brian Clan, you're our she is not paving the way for nobody's paving the way for him to come back. Nobody is. I think if anybody paves the way for him to come back, and if he wants to come back, that's going to be on
MSS,
him.
MMS, is that Makeup Mobsters? Is, Switzerland.
Hmm?
Too late. What, that is MMS, narrative. What does that mean? Makeup
Who's it?
Mobster? Makeup Mobsters?
Maybe it's an apostrophe s. Makeup moms. Okay, her.
Yeah.
And that, let's face it, those two never got along. They never did. And you know, I didn't go into her chat because she talked crap on her a lot. And then there was a nice little lull for like a few months, like around summer. And it felt like to me a lot of people weren't talking crap anymore. And a lot of people were being nice and going into each other's chat, having civil conversations. Hey, D90.
And normal, but they can't leave it at that for very long.
Mm-mm. And the, I'm not even in the constant bickering, but I feel so bad for my friend who's constantly being torn down. And everyone would be like, she's the one who's causing it. from what I'm seeing, I already find out the information and then she reacts. That's what happens, is that she reacts. She doesn't, what I've noticed to her is that she doesn't talk the shit first. That, and I'm just telling
Yeah.
you my observations.
She does the same as anyone else has done. I've done it in regards to trolls, is defending your own position, and you have the right to do that if someone comes at you.
It's your channel. You have the right to do anything you want on your own channel.
You know, if there's any misconceptions in that, you have the right to clear them up
Right.
and go, hey, that's bullshit.
And that's the thing. There are so many false narratives that are out there right now that everybody's just believing whatever they want, whatever they think fits their narrative to go with the story. Like, for instance, say I didn't like Red Rum Media. Just throw a name out there. I don't like Red Rum Media. So, I know.
Katie,
I should have picked somebody who was in the chat at least. I'm sorry, sweetie. Don't watch with the names.
I'm sending
Although
that to her.
She knows how much I love her. But I don't have, like, why would I want to push her off? Like, there's people who I talk to, and then if I notice that they went in a different direction and maybe I don't feel comfortable talking to them anymore, I won't talk. It's not that I don't like you. It's just that I don't know where you're going. And I'm going to keep to myself where I feel the need to keep to myself, because I don't know where you're going. Like, sometimes I have no idea where other people, because, for instance, I'm in Carla's chat a couple of weeks ago, and I get told a subscriber who I thought I liked was dead.
Mm.
I'm an asshole. I cried. Everyone's like, you're not. But yes, because I was naive. I was, but, and you knew this, I slept on it. Once I slept on it, I went, this shit ain't real. This isn't real. Because someone had emailed me that someone's like, can I ask you a question and not get mad about it? And I just don't want you to take this. I'm like, yes, I thought Montana Sky is a troll. Yes. I don't think he died. No. And, oh, thank God.
But when you did, you were so upset.
I was, because I do a chronic pain vlog, and whoever this person was played on the chronic pain part, and that's where I have a soft spot for people.
That makes you all the more shittier.
And we were talking about Analyzer. Now, on Marissa's chat yesterday, now that's where I lost my head. On Marissa's chat, now I popped in for 5 minutes. Her and Science Girl, and they had a couple of other people in there, I believe, talking about Analyzer. I remember Analyzer from, whenever. Mm-hmm. And she faked cancer. When I found out that she faked cancer and lied about cancer,
shit was fucked up.
For someone who goes to the hospital, goes to the doctor, has a disease that you cannot see, it's not something that's visual. All you can see is that I'm in pain and what you hear. I'm not believed a lot. Because, yeah, I have stuff, but unless you deal with chronic pain and you deal with doctors and you deal with hospitals, I get side-eyed sometimes. So much because of chronic pain. And it's people like Analyzer, if she's doing what she's doing, and I don't know because I wasn't on YouTube last night, if, or whomever fakes a disease or a sickness to gain more popularity, you are a scum in my eyes. That's fucking right. You are scum.
Ginger Ninja is coming out.
You're scum. If you're faking shit to get attention, you're scum.
Yes. Yes, that makes you worse.
That's all I'm saying, because
just
someone
getting attention.
And I'm not saying that Analyzer is. I have no idea. I did not watch yesterday and I just heard this.
Disclaimer.
Yes, I am not accusing her because I did not watch anything last night. But what I'm going to say is, for someone who suffers and has to deal with doctors on a daily basis, IVs, infusions, shots, shit like this, and I see people lying to get fucking super chat, that's where I lose it. That's where I normally, where I try to be Switzerland, nope, I can't. And people have seen me going off when something else has happened that, you've heard me go off. I go off more often on personal than I do on YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely have a short temper.
True. True that.
True that. Uh, I forgave her too because I thought when I saw her lanky tour on Marissa's channel a couple of weeks back, when I saw her, she seemed a little more with it, and that she was trying to get her act together.
That's what I heard. That she was
That's what I thought.
lucid, and getting off whatever she was. Hi
Hey,
guys,
Sabrina P. Thanks for
that
coming
kind of
in.
thing. So, creative minds. I have stage 3 Lyme,
Oh,
autoimmune, RMSF. What is
I was
RMSF?
going to say, what is RMSF? Let me see.
And
I don't
much
even know
more.
what that is.
Chronic fentanyl patch on useful for
Ooh.
pain. Oh, I know. I'm coming off opioid medication at the moment because it's just not helping me. Like, my pain's the same whether I take 50 milligrams or 250 milligrams. So
I used to be on a
I'm just
fentanyl. I
coming
used to
off
be
it.
back in, I'm going to say 2010, 11, and I was able to function. I have no idea how I did. I had fentanyl patches on, Dilaudid, methadone. I was on them at the same time. And I said to my doctor, I am afraid I am going to get addicted. And what my freaking doctor said to me is, you're in pain, you're in chronic pain, you don't have the option. So you're not addicted, you're dependent. It's a completely different. No, it's not. And now hey, Killer Crimes, hey, Creative Minds, I'm sorry if I missed you when you first came in.
What
I'm
were
so
you
sorry.
saying? No, it's not. What? Did I miss something? Do I need to stab a bitch?
No.
What did I miss?
What are you talking about?
Oh, I thought you were talking to someone, but you must have been telling the same story. You're saying, no, it's not.
No,
No, it's not what?
yeah. What I was talking about. See, like that quickly, I
Mm.
can forget what I was talking about. But we were talking about medications. I was when the doctor said to me I was dependent on it.
Mm. Yeah, there's a
No, I
difference.
was addicted. No, it's not a difference. It's the same thing.
No,
It's
it's
the
not.
same. Yeah, it is.
The,
Because if you try to stop taking the medication, you're going to go through withdrawal. That's addiction. That's because your body is so
I
used to
think
it.
he's more talking about intent as far as people abusing drugs who don't have chronic pain, as opposed to people who have chronic pain who can't do anything about it. I think that's what he meant.
Creative minds, absolutely. I mean, we already deal with a couple of issues. I have Lyme, believe it or not. I mean, when my daughter was born and I couldn't breathe afterwards, I wound up getting a pulmonary embolism. And I didn't even know what a pulmonary embolism was. He's like, you got blood clot in your lungs and it can go directly to your heart and you can die in like 3 minutes, maybe in a minute. And I'm like, I had just had a baby. I'm like, what? So he had taken a lot of x-rays, or it was actually MRIs. And at first I didn't do it with the contrast because I was just trying to breastfeed and I couldn't have the contrast. And he's like, we did the MRI and he came back. He's like, no, you got to get the contrast. You have to get the contrast. So now I'm pissed off. We got to go back and do it all over again. We go back. I had probably a massive blood clot that broke into a bunch of little blood clots. But I wound up spending the weekend in the hospital, and for 6 months I had to be on blood thinners. I couldn't breathe. I could barely talk. I couldn't sing. I'm thinking to myself, I remember, I'm like, and I started coughing up blood. And that's like, my gynecologists were like, ugh, she's a hypochondriac. I wound up going to a different doctor and they blew me off and I could have freaking died. I could have. And my doctor, the doctor who I have now is the doctor who saved my life, but he is getting older and he's getting grumpier, so I need to find a new doctor. But he literally saved my life from a pulmonary embolism. And he's like, when a doctor looks at you and goes, you could die right now. That's the scariest news. Hey, Michelle Poirier, how are you? But there's just what I've
Michelle
been through.
Poira agrees with me. So
No, I understand. If you take a bottle of pills and you go like this and you just take the pills just to get high. But
yes.
when you take the pills because you're on it for the
I
medication,
know what you're saying. Yeah, like coming off of this now, I'm
the
coming off in 50 milligram increments because I
right,
tried to go cold turkey. I'm thinking because I don't have a problem with actually kicking medication cold turkey. I know you shouldn't do it, but I personally haven't had a problem in the past. But when I try to come off this Palexia, which is Troperidol or something like that, I had the only side effects were suicidal thoughts, but they were way higher than anything anyone could ever imagine. Like I
really.
was bawling on the phone to the
Oh my
doctor and
God.
going, "What do I do?" And he's like, "You need to go back on them as much as you don't want to." And that's just an opioid benzoid kind of narcotic, but really kind of nasty stuff. Um, and I do understand this. So I do understand the addiction side that your body needs it. That's why you have to come down in increments. And
I mean,
I'm down to
I'm
50 tomorrow.
I'm not on I'm not on any narcotics, but I am on a benzo. I am because
Mm,
I have anxiety so badly. I always have had anxiety really, really badly.
mm.
Um, and yeah, same creative minds. None of my medication like makes me high. By the end of the night, I'm exhausted, and I take like a muscle relaxer and a benzo, and I go to
See, I
sleep.
was just thinking that when I see him tomorrow, I'm just going to see if he can switch me to maybe because coming off of this doesn't mean I'm not in pain. I am. It's just that if I took 250 milligrams or 50 milligrams, the pain was the same. It wasn't helping
Right.
me. So what's the point of being on a narcotic if that's the case? And that's why I said I want to come off it. Doesn't mean I'm not in pain. I'm in fucking heaps of pain right now.
I know. I've
And I'm
seen you in pain, so
and I just wonder if maybe I could switch to a muscle relaxant of some sort. But does that mean going back on Valium or something like that?
no,
Or
not. I'm on muscle relaxers too at night. I don't take them
mm,
during the day. But that's not it. That for me, because of my ankylosing spondylitis, which literally makes my back feel like a slab of concrete. It relaxes my muscles for me so I can actually rest and go to sleep. Because other than that, like right now, my back is like this. And that's why, like, you'll see me adjust. You know this because I have
yeah,
to keep adjusting because my back gets so bad. So I had to put my feet straight out, bring the thing closer to me. Yeah,
yeah.
sorry, off topic. Back to Molly. Have a great, great lady. Yes. See, and people like talking about her. That's what's really funny is people do like to talk and hear about, her.
Mm,
A lot of people know who she is. She says she's a spell, but a lot of people know who she is.
yeah.
A lot of people like her. You know what? I know my mom. And my mom, I can remember it was the Kobe Bryant thing. I was in the hospital. And I said, "Oh, this is Marissa." And she's like, "Let me see this woman." And she's looking and she's still because I was like, "Oh my God, Kobe Bryant just died." And she's like, "No way, no way." I'm like, I'm laying in the hospital bed and I'm just seeing all of a sudden, like I look up, she goes live, and then I looked up again. She had 34,000 people in there.
I know it's crazy shit.
I was like,
Crazy
"Whoa!"
times.
And the things, and my mom was in there, and she's like, "Why are people saying such horrible things?"
Mm,
I said, "That's YouTube, Mom."
too cheap.
My mom was just like, because I don't really tell my mom much of what goes on here. You know what I mean? Because she'd be like, "Why are you involved in it? It's crazy. Get out of that stuff." Like, Lanky Tor, she is a good person, and I can tell you that. Mary O can tell you that, and we know her on the outside. And I told her I'm like, "Are you cool?" Because I don't use people's names to like create a video. That's not what I do.
I'm gonna
But
do that
I am
as
going
this
to stick up
in the
for a friend when a friend is constantly getting bombarded by other creators. Um,
and I'm
some
gonna
who
do
I
it.
used to really enjoy, some who I enjoyed.
I'm gonna do it in the
I
name of science.
I feel the need. to let people know, like, the reason why I'm involved is because I care about her. That's really it. And there's other people on here that I really, really care about. Some that aren't even a part of this community.
Mm-hmm.
But it's, and she gets so much hate. Everybody sees the hate and the horrible comments. Okay, so she's got big tits that she paid for. She likes them. Who cares? Do you care?
Is it going to affect your life?
I'm asking you, do you care that, she shows her cleavage?
No.
Doesn't bother me.
Seriously, if that's what you're going to fucking get offended about, you need to go check yourself.
You know what? The Brian Clan, this is what I like about her. She just kind of tells you the way she sees it, and she doesn't paint it, like, she just, this is how I see it. This is how it is. I, she's so funny to me. She's so funny. And not all the times are they being nice, but then again, not all the times are people being nice to her. And this is a dog eat dog world in
Mm-hmm.
YouTube. And if you can't, like, and the way people are, if you can't survive, get out. And that's what I see. I feel like people are pushing her out. I don't, and all I want to know is why. Because people will make up all these things. Well, she's a manipulator, and she talks about this, and who cares what she talks about?
I
That's her
wonder,
channel. If
I
that's
wonder,
what she chooses,
I
who
wonder if I should
cares?
start putting my boobs out more in videos, in true crime videos, might get more views. It's like,
And see, and that's another reason why I really don't get too much into the dramas. I have I have girls, and girls, everybody knows in middle school goes through drama. Everybody does. God knows I went through it. And sometimes the only way to come out of it was fists. And guess what? All those people I fought with fists, I'm still friends with today. Believe it or not. I am. And that's just the way it was back in the 80s, you know? And I have to try to steer my kids out of the crazy drama of middle school, and I'm doing my goddamn best. So far, so good. Grace went through a lot of drama last year, and being a mom, they don't want to listen to you. But when Gracie knows Marissa, my oldest knows
mm,
Marissa, Alexa knows Marissa, and they adore her. But I don't let them watch her. But they sometimes hear the stuff, and I say, look what can happen in social media.
mm-hmm.
Look at what social media can bring. I've got to be a mom to protect my kids from that as long as I possibly can. And I look at it this way. I find myself to be like, okay, I will be the social experiment myself, find out what this is all about so I can find a little bit more about the social media world and just how mean it can actually be. I just don't understand why everybody's so mean.
Doesn't make any
That's
sense.
like
Over,
what?
over stupid shit.
And some of these people were friends in previous. So it's like I'm just going to go, excuse me, where did things go wrong? Because a lot of people don't even know where things went wrong. And like there's just so much stuff out there, you can't even narrow it down to what it is because there's so much. Like there's so much that went on yesterday, I don't even know. But I'm making this video.
No idea.
I'm making this video based on yesterday,
Yeah.
of yesterday's conversation on hers and the whole Wendy V thing. And I'm not mad at Wendy V. Wendy V does a good job. Wendy V puts out what people say. But listening to Wendy V and having to hear what someone thought that she was trying to do, when I saw this woman get her heart broken by this guy, that pissed me off. I'm sorry. She's my friend, and it pissed me off because don't be putting out theories that aren't freaking true. Don't do it. You don't know the facts. If I don't know a fact on something, I'm not going to talk about it. Why? Because I could probably be proved wrong really freaking easy. Because if I say I hear something that's rumored, then it's rumored. And but Red Rob, we were just talking about you.
We're talking about you. She said she hated you. I was going to
I
send you
did
the
not.
video.
Now see, that's how things get twisted.
Yeah.
You little drama starter.
See?
We were we were trying to put out an as if, and if I didn't like someone, and of course you know how much I love you, and I would never say that. And I'm like, why didn't I just put somebody who was already in the chat who was listening? But you know how much I would love you. She knows
She
that. So
she said she said that way.
she said,
She said she hated you. I've got it
I
on
did.
video. I've got it on video. Everyone heard
I'm
it
going to use
here.
a word that I never use, and it comes very. It comes out from your country more than ours. Look, she disappeared. I know Molly GoLightly is very grounded and secure. See, and that's a lot of things. She is secure with who she is. And there's nothing, I don't see that there's anything wrong with being secure in yourself. I don't. I mean, even, I'm just saying, like, what if she was self conscious, but she's just like, all right, I cannot let these toxic people get to me. But yet they still try to push and get to you. And that's what that's like, what, do you want to see somebody cry? Do you want to see somebody's marriage break up? Do you want to see someone go to jail? What is it that people want to see? Hi, Donna Marie. I'm lurking and having all kinds of fun. I love Donna Marie. Thank you, sweetie.
I like her.
Oh, I love Donna. That's I love her a lot. So, you know, I just don't get it. I just don't get why there isn't a place, and and because I like Molly GoLightly, some people who are on the quote unquote other side don't like us because we support her. And that's the way it's become. And I'm like, I don't, this is so, even middle school, it's not even high school, it's middle school. And it leaves me speechless. Like, it really, like, I talk, like, with my husband about things, and he's just like, I don't know why you do it. Why are you out there? Why do you do this stuff? But he knows the relationship that I have with Molly GoLightly. And he's like, she's your friend first. And yes, she is. She was my first friend on YouTube that I got to meet. I never met a YouTuber before. And my stupid daughter says to her, oh, my mom's nervous to meet you. I'm like, I wasn't nervous to meet her. I just like, I don't know what to expect from a YouTuber. Like, I just didn't know. And I'm like, I'm going to kill you, Grace. Why did you? My daughter likes to embarrass me all the time. All the time. She loves to just make mommy very embarrassed. Why are you on mute and not showing your face?
I'm smoking.
You were just
So
smoking.
what? Yeah, I know. This is what this does to me. Okay. But so what we can take from what we can take away from this live is that Gingerlocks hates Red Rum Media and she's going to kill her oldest daughter. That's what you can take away from this.
You whore. You whore.
It's going to be rough in here.
Bring it on, Bridget. Bring it on. I'm going to fucking take your ass down. And I'm going to record and take screenshots. And I'm taking you down.
All the energy that takes. I take screenshots of you, video and audio, and I'm going to keep it in the secret file, and I'm going to use it in a year when I'm angry.
I don't have that much memory in my own head, let alone in my computer.
No.
Oh, was I going to take that person down? Oh.
Ding, ding, ding.
I don't get it. I don't understand it. Am I stupid?
And in the red corner. You can say your whole name.
No! Jesus Christ. You know how many times this woman has doxed me today? Unreal. Unreal.
Peace. I'm looking at staying in Princeton this time.
You're going to go stay in Princeton?
I'm just going to stay in Princeton.
Let's not dox me again, okay?
Oh, you don't live in Princeton?
No, I don't.
Marcus, uh,
I'm never doing this with you ever again.
gaslighting me. She wants to kill her own child. She hates Red Rum Media and she wants to gaslight me. Shit. Anyway,
Oh my, you're cute.
I
Wow,
didn't
something
mean it.
just almost came out of my mouth, and I got to.
I didn't mean it. I was just having conversation. So I'm coming back. Hopefully we'll get to New York this time. Does that dox you as well?
No, New York City's fine.
Um,
And
mm,
I tell everybody I'm from
that's
Philadelphia.
gonna that would have to be huge to if you can't go this time, I'll see if Derek can go with me. He's my new friend in
Oh,
in,
but
in
oh wait,
Ewing.
I didn't.
Ewing.
I haven't told anybody. I'm going to Wendy Williams.
Oh yeah, she's going to.
Woohoo!
It's not. I won't go.
I love Wendy Williams. I do. She's like to me. She's funny too. She is hilarious. And I went to her show once, and it was so much fun. It's like a club scene, and when you come out, it's like 11:15. You're ready to drink and have a good time. It's like
I'll
eleven
take
fifteen in the morning.
I'll take all the drugs I need to try and get there. Because
Oh, it's so much fun.
last time
And
was miserable, and we got to go see. And I was going to dox Red Rum as well.
bitch, what?
No, I got to go to Ohio. I was about to say the city, but
Oh, good
I'll
God! And she would have kicked your ass, and I would have let her.
I know.
For Katie?
I thought I'll say the state. Yeah, I gotta go.
Yeah, you can't tell Bridget anything. And it's not that she's meaning to do it, she just doxes you because she can't remember.
And I can't remember.
That's her excuse.
I can't
That's the
even say.
narrative.
I can't
That's
even
what you're
say.
trying to push.
I can't even
Bitch.
say where I'm going.
No, just say New York City or Philly or Ohio or Michigan
New Jersey.
or Kentucky or New Orleans.
Might go to Kentucky.
Red Rum, I'll dox myself.
It's Cincinnati. Cincinnati people.
I've been to Cincinnati a couple of times.
I haven't.
I have. You know,
I want to go to Cincinnati. I would have really, because last time was just shit. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about
I was going to say,
places.
wait,
Because
Cleveland's the
I was
rock and roll.
supposed to go to all of these places. I was supposed to go to Detroit. I was supposed to go to
Kentucky.
Ken, Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Ken.
Well, you know, like, because I was on the phone last night with Loopy Lisa for like 4 hours, and we were talking about everything under the sun. And I said, "Oh, well, it's not Fat Tuesday there anymore." I said, "What is it?" You were telling me, you're like, "Fat, what are you talking
What's
about?"
Fat Tuesday? Shrove
It's
Tuesday.
the Tuesday before Lent, which is today. It's Ash Wednesday, and you
Shrove
guys call
Tuesday,
it
Ash Wednesday.
Pancake Day.
We've called it Pancake Day, but mainly it's Shrove Tuesday. I thought.
I'm a Catholic. We always called it Fat Tuesday and Mardi Gras.
I'm a Catholic too. Where do you think I get that? I'm going to dox myself. Where do you think I get the name Bridget, Julia, Catherine, Mary from?
Amen.
Hail Mary, full of grace. The Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou.
Oh, you need an act of contrition really bad. Yeah, so I wanted to make this video for a while, and I just didn't know how to make it. And
Bring me
like
on.
I said, I said to Marissa, I'm like, do you mind if I talk about you? Because I don't like talking about people and them not knowing and them finding out. And she knows
Yeah.
for a fact I would never, ever say anything negative, especially because when people got kids and then this stays up, anybody can rip it down, as now I found out because now you taught me how to rip things.
No, I didn't.
You're cracking me up today. This is how sarcastic she is all the time, to the point where I get like a little angry with her. I'm like, all right, knock it off.
Thank you. I'm here all week.
Try the ribs. Well, no, what is it? Try the. What do they always say? I'm here all week. Try the.
Try the ribs.
No, it's not the ribs. There's a saying that says, I'm here all week. Try the. Come on, somebody else knows this.
Come again?
There's a saying. I'm here all week. Try the veal. I think it's veal.
Veal?
Try, or I think it's prime rib, actually. I'm here all week. Try the. Is it prime rib? Now, God damn it.
Week. Try
It's
the
like
Kentucky prime rib.
It's a comedian thing to say. Yeah, Lanky Tour. Unfortunately, I can't go to church because I can't sit in a pew because of the way it's like an L shape. I can't sit in them, and all of our churches are them. So
I can't sit in this chair.
I can't sit on my own sofa. Kim Kardashian West appears to throw a punch at her sister Courtney.
Courtney can be a little bit annoying, but she's my favorite.
But not. Chloe's my favorite.
No, I like Courtney. She's a little bit stuck up. She's a little bit proper.
They're Kardashians. Of course they're stuck up.
Yeah, but she's a little bit more proper than everyone else.
Okay. Now, who knows? This can be. Is
this turning into TMZ hour?
You know how
I know what she's doing.
Hold on. Oh, commercial. Hold on. I hate commercials. Okay.
Who knew that Kim Kardashian West was a fighter? In the new teaser for Keeping Up with the Kardashians, she throws a punch at her sister Courtney. Look.
You have nothing to say. Don't ever come at me like that.
Ooh! Okay, so the punch does not appear to actually land on Courtney.
She
and it
went
looks
like
like
this.
Courtney started the fight by throwing a water bottle at Kim. We don't know what led up to this moment.
All right.
Don't never come at me like that.
Number one, it's on a reality show. Okay? It's on a reality show. So the odds of it being honestly completely real is
the
not.
True 100%.
You want to see a real true reality show, you go watch 90 Day Fiancé.
Oh my God. I told you I'm watching Married at First Sight.
90 Day Fiancé is way better.
I don't rubbish your reality shows.
Rubbish.
You rubbished mine. Why are you watching that for? Because I fucking want to.
I'm here all week.
Try the veal.
Try the veal.
I'm here all week. Try the Kentucky prime rib.
It's not good.
Try the Kentucky veal.
Where are you getting the... Why is it Kentucky?
I don't know. Just been thinking a lot about Kentucky lately. Maybe it's because of the chicken.
I don't know.
Fried chicken.
Yeah, see, like it's an actual saying. See, I'm here all week. Try the veal.
Try the Kentucky veal.
Try the Kentucky veal.
Try the Kentucky veal.
No, it's not Kentucky. Damn it! You're making me lose my mind. You do realize.
No, I told you.
No,
I told you that's already penciled in on my calendar for next week.
Trying to talk like an Aussie, but I just don't have it in me. Like, no.
No.
I don't know.
No.
You guys have a way of putting out the vowels.
Vowels. It's all about the vowels. All right.
But did you or did you not? And I said this to you. I said you were going to get a lot of attention because you had an Australian accent. And did you or did you not?
Yes.
We went out to breakfast the one time, and they're like, "Talk, just talk."
I'm like,
Like,
what? When you want me to
she was like a
say?
she was like a circus show. People were like, "Oh,
I
she's
know,
from
it's
Australia."
freak show.
You're
Fucking
not. You're
freak
not.
show.
You're no freak show.
Yeah, fucking freak show. And a
Stop
fucking
cursing on my channel.
Sorry, I wasn't. I was speaking Australia.
Oh well, yeah. You guys have your own colorful language over there.
Yes.
I'm like looking at this. I see my hair sticking up. It's driving me nuts. It looks like it's on this side, but it's on this side. But I wanted to make this video, yeah, because I was pissed off about people faking diseases, and I'm pissed off at people attacking my friend, man. I'm pissed off about it because I don't get it.
Do it.
Don't do what?
Not you. Them. Don't do it.
Oh,
Stop with the drama.
no more war. Peace.
Get a life.
Oh, don't do that. Take everything Bridget says with a grain of salt, please.
Take everything that Bridget says with a grain of salt. Grain of salt.
So we gotta do this again because I gotta get going soon. Oh, hi Dana, how are you?
You have leprosy.
I have leprosy. No, you don't. No,
Leprosy. I'm not half the man I used to be. Leprosy.
Where did you just pull that out of?
I know.
Oh my god!
I mean, I definitely snort. I'm here all week.
That was awful.
Try the Kentucky Veal.
I do not condone that whatsoever.
I don't either. That's just the problem.
Oh my god. You're
On
killing
that
me
note-
today. Oh my god.
I should go live at 1 and 2 in the morning more often.
I'm like crying. Oh. Okay. Oh, that was fun. What made you do that?
I don't know. I just love the word leprosy and I had to sing a song about it.
But it's yesterday. You are in
Just like I was singing.
rare form today.
Yeah,
You are
I know.
in such rare form.
I'm glad you videoed it for prosperity.
Oh my god, I'm gonna watch this a few times because you've been so funny today. Oh my, right, Red Rum? She's killing me. She is this funny. That's what's so funny. We just passed the bong, Dada. Take a hit, Dada. Inhale.
I'm sober.
This is why I like this is what I love my channel. It may be small. I like it like that. I'm cool with that. As long as people are nice and civil and cool, that's all I ever wanted out of YouTube. Is just to have a little bit of, I guess, a social life when I really don't have one during the day. Like I have lots of friends. You know, I have lots of friends, but all my friends work.
Yeah.
So I'll see them, and so I'm like
No.
sitting home waiting for my kids to come home, just so
Yeah.
I can, go rest because my back bothers me.
But then we can do this. And I can get in trouble. And
You're gonna get you're gonna get yourself in a lot of trouble.
Probably.
Are you gonna rebroadcast this on yours?
Oh, yeah.
You can. Yeah,
We'll do that.
you can do that whenever you feel like it. Whatever. I mean, it doesn't bother
Yeah,
me.
I'll just
You know how. Whenever we do it, I say you can have it. Whenever you're here, it's all yours.
Yeah, just alternate days, like we said. Hi, Lily Marie.
Oh, hi, Lily Marie. I'm sorry. But please send help. I have leprosy.
Don't think you do.
Is this? Hold on.
Does leprosy
Oh,
even exist?
she's laughing. Okay, I'm like, is this really Dana? And I was like, she's laughing. Okay, I just wanted to make sure there was a laugh in there. I'm like, wait a minute, what?
Oh, right. You can laugh about leprosy, but you can't sing about it. Leprosy. Man, I used to be. I lost one of my knees.
What?
I don't know. I don't know. What's? I have to go now.
Yeah, you do. I don't trust you on my channel anymore with your mouth. You've doxed me. You doxed me around my town. You almost doxed other people. I'm like, she needs to go, people. She's just doxing people left and right. Left and right. She almost dropped my last name. And I was like,
No, I got to. No, I only got to the 6th letter.
she called, okay, my name is Peggy. If in case you don't know, now it's out there for everybody to hear. It's Peggy. Hi, I'm Peggy. And that is Bridget. This beautiful person who was in extremely rare form. Look at how beautiful she looks today, too. Don't you look so pretty?
Thanks.
You really do. You clean up nicely.
Thanks.
You're welcome. The 6th letter.
Yeah, I
My
did.
mom was Peggy. Yeah, my mom's Peggy, too. My
got
name
to
was
the-
not supposed to be Peggy. I was actually named
I didn't
Jeanette.
get to your last name. I got to the 6th letter of your name.
Oh, you got to the 6th letter of my name.
Yes. Brenda was like the 6th letter.
No, it was the 9th letter.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it was the 9th letter.
6,
It's a little bit more
9,
than 6. Yeah.
a little bit less
Yeah,
than
my name
9.
was Jeanette. My mom wanted me to be Janny, and then I came out with bright red hair, and nobody else in my family has red hair. So my mom's like, I'm going to name this one after myself. So she literally, I was named Jeanette for 3 days. I was Janny for like 3 days. She erased it and gave me the name Peggy. No, how would I know that, Ginger Locks? I am Ginger Locks.
She's talking to herself now. Let's add that to the list. Wants to kill her eldest child, hates Romania, talks to herself in the first person.
I don't talk about myself in the first. Oh, I asked it. I'm. I don't need her.
She's booted me. That's it. I'm out. No.
She really dropped out. Oh, I gotta love her, but I do have to sign out because I have some errands I do need to run. I can't believe you. Thank you all for coming in. I didn't expect this to turn into a laugh fest, but I just wanted to let you know, like, where I stand, why I stand where I stand, and that I just don't understand all of the understanding. Oh, wait.
Thank you for coming in, everybody. If you haven't already subscribed, please click the bell to be notified of when she goes live again.
Oh, you're talking about me.
Yeah. We're on your channel.
I thought I was dead.
You are. I can talk about you when you're dead.
Why would... All right. Thanks, everybody, for coming. This was fun.
Okay, bye.
You should do some wait. You should keep some eye drops by you and make her think she made you cry, MMA.
I see. No, now I know.
Do not give her any more ammunition, please.
I got some ideas now.
Do not give her any more ammunition.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.